Muriel Foley, how are you?
Derp, derp, derp. How are things?
Ladies and gentlemen, I have viral sensation Muriel Foley in studio today.
Come here. We already spoke about going viral before, and it's when what? Preparation meets opportunity.
Mm-hmm. No such thing as luck, bro.
I mean, look, it is luck. Look,
It's
if
not,
you,
that's
the
right,
thing
it's
is, it's okay. I digress.
Luck is hard work and perseverance come together.
That's it. Luck is you persevere, and then something may eventually pop and blow up, and that is social media these days.
To a T.
There is absolutely no major formula. However, there are ways that you can put yourself out there that little bit more in terms of potentially going viral.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the difference. Like, I will never create a guidebook on how to go viral because I've been creating reels for a long time, and it's happened to people I know as well where they're like, the most random video will go viral, and they're like, what? But I was just lucky that the video that went viral was to do with my niche.
Yeah.
It's worse when your video goes viral and it has it may be just an out of the blue video that you've just created that has nothing to do with the rest of your content, with your niche, with anything like that. So now you have maybe, a lot of new eyeballs on your content, and maybe not a lot of views on your other videos, or maybe not a lot of pickup on everything else because they came to see other videos related to that. Like, let's just say, for example, I did a video on creating cocktails, right? Mm-hmm. And that video went viral. But that was just a once-off video that I decided to create for my channel. Yeah. And that went viral. And now I have all the cocktail lovers on my page, and they're like, whoa, this is a marketing page.
Yeah.
So if you are, starting to up your reel game, up your TikTok video game, absolutely do, use those trending sounds, get out there, be consistent. But the consistency is key when it comes to your content as well. Yep. So try not to just kind of go, oh, this challenge is going viral, so let me do it exactly like that, even though it has nothing to do with my brand, but it might make me go quote unquote viral. Mm-hmm. And then people come to your page and it's completely different. So that consistency has to be with content too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I hears you. Here's you, bro, but come here. You're putting in the effort and I appreciate it.
Well, do you know what? It's like, for me, I just said I'm going to just be a bit more consistent. But for me, I'm trialing and erroring. Mm-hmm. Like, I put same with, I created a TikTok channel about maybe 2 years ago now, doing all the wrong things. And I use it as a case study when I'm doing my training for TikTok.
Nice.
And I'm like, here's how you do it, and here's how you absolutely don't do it.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I'm happy to put myself out there and be the kind of crash test dummy for everybody else, because I couldn't give a flying F if I have 100,000 followers or 2,000 followers or 200 followers.
That's it.
I'm not in it for followers. I'm in it to work with clients and bring them to the next level.
And you said people reaching out saying, hey, I love your stuff. So it's great.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, for me, reach is always a goal, because it's like you could reach that one person who's like, oh my God, I need help with that. Or oh, she'd be good to work with for this, that and the other. And that's why I create my content. Mm-hmm. But if brands reach out to me and they're like, hey, can we send you some makeup? I'd be like, well, you absolutely can. However, I can't do what you want me to do. And I will more than likely not post it, because that's not what I'm about. But anyway.
But send.
If you want, I'll absolutely use them, but I'm not going to be that channel. Unless it's literally, as I said to you, Facebook giving me ad spend to give to people or something like that that's related to my business.
That's
other than that, no thanks.
That's a good idea for a collab.
A collab?
Just giving away ad vouchers.
Meta, can I have some money there?
Give me ad vouchers. Let's coupon up. Let's coupon up together. Coupon together, lads.
Coupon.
Good week so far?
Yeah. Today's Thursday. So we spoke about these ad changes that happened in the Meta universe or whatever, right? And March was a bit of trialing and testing on my side with a lot of clients in terms of ads manager. But I'm seeing almost better results compared to previous months using the new changes, even though I absolutely hate making changes.
They're more qualified leads. Is it? Or are there more hot leads, or what's the story?
I think it's just that I'm getting a lot more sales on my ads, and the return on investment is very, very strong. And I was hesitant to even a quick thing moving from lifetime to daily budget. I'm always hesitant to do that because it freaks me out when a budget's capped per day, and like all that stuff. That's why I hate doing it on Google Ads as well. But it actually hasn't hindered delivery. So I'm like, oh, interesting. So just a little tweaks like that. But like all the objectives are changing on Ads Manager. And what's so annoying is that it's changed on like 2% of my accounts in terms of like the layout of Ads Manager, and everything else I'm just using the best practices, even though the objectives haven't changed for me yet. So I'm like, come on. So if you are hesitant to do or to kind of go with the changes, like my advice is I've tried it, I've tested it, go with the changes and just kind of ride that wave. And it is kind of back to the drawing board in terms of what content will work better for you. But I'm finding, embracing these new changes. I'm like,
And is that across the board on all clients?
Yeah.
You haven't tested something that hasn't worked?
No, well, I mean, obviously in terms of content and ad units, there will probably be one that won't work for the other. But that is all completely subjective to client. So like I work with, we'll say like, an e-commerce client that has like a very, very high ticketed item that they sell. And then you work with other retailers where it's like much more affordable stuff. So like you will see very different like strategies for both. So there's not really a one size fits all. However, best practices, they're something to roll out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Nice.
So they're not lying. They're not lying.
Nice. Did you see our buddy Ed Mosseri? Just jumping back into the hashtag experience. Have you seen this?
What? Yeah, explain it, because it's basically what? Like so, you can...
So what they're doing is they've launched new hashtag experience connected to social media movements. So like Black Lives Matter, the Ukraine war, this kind of stuff, where once you search that hashtag, they've affiliated start a fundraiser or share button immediately to your friends. So let's say I'm searching Black Lives Matter. Well, it will pop up saying, would you like to start a fundraiser for this, or would you like to share this? So like I think it's 30 charities or 30 organizations in America they've started with. And then they're going to start rolling across Europe. So is that what they're kind of doing with the hashtags now? Or?
Like, see, that's the thing. I'm like, I think that's fantastic. When I saw it first, I didn't really hear him or read too much into it because I think I saw it come up and I was doing something else. But anyway, normally I'm all over Mosseri, right? But what I thought it was like Twitter moments, where I thought, you could tap in a certain hashtag and it would give you mixed media based on that hashtag and maybe like a little bit of information about it. But no, but I like the charity angle. I think that's great. But also...
What you doing with Instagrams, guys?
Hashtag.
Or with the hashtag, sorry.
Yeah, like what's going on? Like, I'm still using them anyway.
Yeah, and a lot of people got back to us on our videos and our posts saying, I'm still using them. Some people on TikTok got angry at us for some reason. You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, but I'm just saying this.
We always put a disclaimer where it's like,
we
and also like a lot of this is we give our advice based on our experience and we give our thoughts and our opinions on things, and they're like, that's the thing, people can take them as like straight facts, or like we'll always admit when I'm like, I'm not too sure about this. I'm like, but I think, but I predict da. So don't come at us like, I don't know what to do. It's good for the engagement.
I saw one of his videos last week and I saw you were like one of the top comments for some reason.
Who?
Mosseri.
Did I have
one of the first comments that came up for me was you. Was nice. The new supervision tools for parents on Instagram. It's class.
Yeah, they did say though, because I do look at some of his Q&As and he was like, we're still working on how that's going to roll out properly. So like, it's great they make all these kind of promises, and I think, transparency and like safety for kids on the internet is great, but I'm like, follow up with it and let us know how it's going and maybe how many
keeps updated. Adam, I'm vibing with your style, bro.
You just love his style.
He's fashionable, isn't he?
Yeah, he's trendy out.
Like myself.
Come here. One thing that did catch my eye, I'll go back to it here now, was that NFTs are coming to Facebook and Instagram. So
still don't know enough. Should we get someone on the show talking NFTs?
We can, yeah, absolutely. But basically, it's basically saying that they're going to start like bringing them there. That potentially you could start selling them there.
Like marketplace NFTs.
I don't know.
Jesus.
It's interesting. It's basically saying Meta plans a launch to launch a pilot for posting and sharing NFTs on Facebook in mid-May. This will be quickly followed by testing of a feature that will allow membership of Facebook groups based on NFT ownership, and another for minting, a term for creating NFTs. Also, I really want to create NFTs because they look shite for the most part. Have you seen some NFTs? Oh my God, I could do them in Microsoft Paint. Like, seriously. Anyway, no offense, but like, offense, whatever. Like,
have you seen Gary V's ones?
Like, but do you know what? Some of them are really good, but others I'm like, did you see?
Have you
some
seen
of
Gary
them?
V's ones? The animals,
No.
V Friends.
But have you seen like some of the NFTs that people are ordering, and it's like they're getting ones back that are literally just like terrible Microsoft Paint jobs? Yeah, okay, thank you. Like, no offense, but like, I'm a shit drawer and I could do that.
I'm showing her V Friends, Gary V's NFTs.
Oh, I thought that they were actually good. They're terrible.
No, that's them.
And then it says NFTs may be monetized via fees and or ads in the future, according to another internal document. Facebook declined to comment. So
175 grand for
do you
one
know
of
what I
those.
mean?
Like,
I'm
for
like,
one of those.
like for me, I
Why
get
would draw better than that?
like NFTs. I get they're part of the metaverse now, right?
Sold 10 days ago for $167,000.
See, this is what I
The
mean.
goat.
Like, I'm like, I want to just start, like, should I just give everything up and just start creating
Just-
NFTs? Because, like, literally.
Just literally.
But,
I
yeah.
don't understand enough. And we said this, that we were going to dive into it.
Yeah.
And we're like, let me do some research and you do some, and someone that we can bring on the show and talk to them about it. And
Yeah, and like I'm very interested in metaverse as well, and like the fact that even Snoop Dogg did his first like video, and he filmed it in the metaverse, and everything in the metaverse was like,
it's crazy.
it was like
scary,
a
but it's great.
virtual
Like, yeah.
music video. It's class
Yeah.
though. So I'm like all that stuff really intrigues me. NFTs, I'm still learning. I'm slowly getting it, but like that, I'm like, I should be creating these. And like, obviously we're not a crypto channel, but like I'm kind of slowly getting addicted to crypto.
I know bits and pieces about crypto. We should do like one a month side episode.
Yeah, but I would see, that's the thing. I'm never gonna tell
advise.
people what
Yeah,
to
yeah.
because crypto is literally
Gambling.
it's
absolute
like
gambling.
okay, yeah, it's gambling. Sorry, but like it is, because like I could say 1 minute, oh, invest in this cryptocurrency, and then the next day, like it just goes.
I've done
plummets.
this to my friends.
Yeah,
I got a word. This is happening.
Oh,
As
yeah,
a
no.
class, bought in, did this. Fucking it did go up and up, but then I was like,
Well,
cash
that's
out
it.
now, lads, and
Yeah.
they didn't, and I
that's
tanked
it. Yeah.
on them. But like,
That's it. You have to literally
it's day trading.
watch it.
It's literally day
However,
trading,
like, oh, you could make a lot of money from it too.
People
Like
make a
some
lot of
days I'm
money.
like, what if I put more in?
I'd be wearing these glasses if I was a crypto person the whole time. What's wrong with them? I've been told
No,
them like Tony
absolutely
Stark.
nothing is wrong with them, Jay.
So what are
because
you
they're
huffing and puffing for?
you like them. Personally, they're not my thing. But
You'd rock them,
fashion
though.
is subjective. That's what I said earlier. Like, you could think my jumper's shit,
I don't though.
and you would be wrong. But you could. You could be like, do you know what? She likes the jumper, and that's all that matters.
I love
And
people
it
wearing
is.
flannel shirts as well when you're not.
Well, I know
it's
it's
too warm.
I was
But
like,
yeah,
nah. But yeah.
class.
Anyway, before we go, right, can we talk about Colin's latest, sorry, when I say Colin, West Cork Beard Company's latest video, where he was talking about the best way to kiss with a beard. And he basically said, what were his words? He was basically like, don't like go ham into their face. Because like some people can be very like facey, where like you're literally just, you're like, oh, I just have basically a whole face of your beard. He's like, go easy, like
Go easy.
go easy
like.
on them.
I
So
said
if
that
you have a
TikTok.
beard,
Remember
don't
the
like
TikTok I
shove your
sent you?
face
Ugh.
into like our face. Like, we don't need that. Like,
I sent a TikTok to Muriel where this girl was
yeah.
making out with a guy, and she's, what did she say about
she got
beard
like
rash?
she got beard rash, but it turned into impetigo, which is basically like an infection
Oh.
on your face.
So obviously the small hairs make small cuts if you're rubbing off it long enough in
Yeah.
your skin, and he had bacteria in the beard because he didn't clean his beard with West Cork Beard Company's products and look after his beard. And yeah, it wasn't Irish, it was American, I'd say, but her face, her chin was all swollen. It was really bad, like scabby.
Big crusty ass beard.
So
Like,
look after them beard people.
oh
Look
my
after them
God,
beards.
look after your beards, please. And like, if not for you, then for your significant other, because it is just not pretty. Like, stubble is horrendous as well, but like beard when it's like gammy and full of disgusting things. We don't want to see it. Like, we don't want it. And as I said before, when I've passed a person like brushing their beard in public, and I was like, that's class. Like, there is a certain kind of like,
je ne sais quoi.
There's a certain kind of like, ooh, I kind of like that energy, you know, like, anyway. And yes, and use oils and just clean your beard, and don't be a bollocks.
Don't be a bollocks. Just don't be a bollocks.
So thank you so much, West Cork Beer Company, for sponsoring us, as well as Republic of Work.
Harmony, man. Harmony.
So terrible, but so great.
If you're looking for a co-working space, if you're sick of the house, don't want to work from home anymore for the next, come here
sick
2 days
house.
a week.
So we were just too busy. We're not going to put in the definite article.
If you're sick of working home, come in here.
Change of scenery.
Change of scenery, good people, events happening the whole time. They have a whole collab going at Cali where there's like crisps and peanuts around the place all the time.
Love that.
Free coffee. It's all part of the membership.
Nice.
South Mail, come check it out, republicofwork.com.
Pachoo!
Instagram updates, Reels, editing tools, and makes it easier to reorder and edit clips.
Yes, that was on my Reels like 400 years ago.
I saw it. But a lot of people still don't have it. I have it. I've had it for ages.
One thing I also don't have is the following favourites.
Really?
On my personal account, I still don't have it. Have you updated your favourites though?
Not at all.
Because it's in your photo sorting job. Remember last week I said, you know what it's like? It's like one of those rainy day projects where you're like, oh, I'm going to print out all my photos that
it's not. I just
that
don't
are on my
care.
phone.
I don't care about it. I haven't gone back to it.
But it's just say it's a rainy day project.
It's just a rainy day project, yeah.
It's a waiting in a doctor's room, no Wi-Fi. Well, yeah, Wi-Fi, but that's the only thing you can do sort of situation.
Do you know what's my go-to on that? But you need Wi-Fi if you're doing Instagram.
I know.
Do you know what my go-to on that is? When there's no Wi-Fi thing, I delete pictures from my camera.
That's smart.
26,000 photographs on my phone.
We don't need them.
We don't need them. And they're on my iCloud as well.
That's a really good. That's like an airplane task.
Yeah.
If there's no screen, that's an airplane job.
I was going to New York and I spent about 4 hours doing it one day, cleaning like.
Smart.
My boy's wicked smart.
Yeah, let us know what your rainy day projects are, because you're wicked smart.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's it. We'll wrap it up. We were talking business. We got today and we started talking business. So best of luck. Have a great weekend, whatever you get up to, whatever you're doing.
Whenever you listen to this, have a good one.
Yeah, whatever you're doing.
Be kind to each other. Bye.